Reliability engenders a sense of trust in both the producer and the product. Keeping agreements with the customers can be as simple as delivering a product with consistent quality on time every time, or as complex as fulfilling a contract to produce and deliver a special order. In many cases, retailers or restaurants can be greatly inconvenienced or can even risk losing customers when a vendor fails to follow through as expected. If a product becomes temporarily unavailable due to weather, for example, it is best to inform customers as soon as possible that there will be a gap in supply. Reliability is a strong asset that adds value to a small farm enterprise. Customers will often pay more for goods provided by a reliable supplier. The ability to supply products at consistent quality and quantity is vital to a farming business's long-term success. Setting prices is a balancing act between the amount that is high enough to cover the costs of production and reasonable profits and the prices that do not exceed comparable mainstream products by too much. Calculating the cost of production sets the bottom line for the pricing. The costs of production include labor, materials, capital, subcontracting costs, and overhead. In other words, all the cash and non-cash costs associated with production, selling, and marketing. A time-consuming but worthwhile practice is to keep a log of all time and expenses associated with the product for a year. This process will give you a realistic record of the true costs involved. Many farmers fail to include their labor, office expenses, and physical infrastructure costs in their budget in hopes of remaining price competitive. Now, these are real costs that must be recognized and compensated. Obviously, there are many factors to consider when setting prices in addition to the cost of production, like availability, seasonality, competition, and a variety of other factors. Competition can be a governing consideration when competing closely with imported products. There are essentially two approaches to making money from value-added products. Sell a limited quantity at a high price with a large markup, or sell a large quantity at a low price with a small markup. The first approach usually consists of direct sales at retail, while the second relies upon wholesaling. Both methods can be successful and profitable only after careful analysis of the marketplace and production capacity. Most successful businesses sell their products to different markets at a range of price points. The formula 30%, 30%, 30% is a general guide to pricing for wholesale, retailer, and direct sales respectively. For example, if the cost of production is $10, the price in large quantity for a wholesaler will be about $13 or a 30% markup. The wholesaler will then add their 30% markup for their customers, retailers and restaurants, for a price of about $16.90. The retailer will then add their 30% markup and sell the product at the retail of $22, or the chef will use it in some culinary creation, which again sells at roughly the retail price. This pricing guide is a good general starting place for pricing. There are a number of variations to this guideline, however, such as gourmet stores or exclusive locations that usually have a much higher markup. According to the United States Department of Agriculture Economic Research Service Food Dollar Series Research 2011, farmers receive about 16 cents on average for every customer dollar spent on food. The remaining 84 cents of the customer's food dollar goes towards processing, packaging, transportation, retail markup, food services, and other overhead expenses. The term market refers to a group of buyers with common interests and requirements. General market categories include wholesale distributors, processors, retailers, restaurants, and consumers. Each market requires certain product volume, pricing and packaging, delivery frequency, quality standards, and so on. Selling to several of these markets, where feasible and profitable, is essential for the success of a small farm enterprise in Hawaii. Although it may be very tempting to plan to sell only to the high-value markets, such as directly to customers in high-end restaurants, most successful farm businesses sell to customers in a variety of markets. There are many reasons to diversify markets. First, it is logistically difficult for small farm enterprises to reach all potential customers through direct sales. Selling in quantity to grocery stores or wholesalers greatly expands the customer base, even though the income derived is considerably less per unit compared to direct sales. Also, wider sales through retail and wholesale channels raises awareness about the farmer's products and can increase demand from other markets, like directly from the consumer. Second, there are often periods of an oversupply, usually due to seasonality of crops and other reasons. Having a strong, consistent relationship with a wholesaler allows the sale of larger quantities when available. This can reduce lost sales opportunities during heavy production periods. Third, having different markets allows selling all consumable grades of produce. For example, first quality produce can be sold at its highest value to consumers and retailers. Slightly blemished or irregular produce can be sold to certain restaurants or at the farmer's market, and off-grade produce can be processed. Fourth, market diversity allows a farm enterprise to better withstand changes in the marketplace due to competition, market changes, and policy fluctuations. In other words, diversity reduces the inherent risks of doing business in a small number of venues. Finally, some markets are a better match for a farm enterprise than others, due to the product line, producer personality, location, and so on. A diversity of markets helps to determine what works best and what is most profitable. The best combination of markets can be emphasized in future product development. The Hawaii Department of Agriculture's website has a list of produce and seafood wholesalers in Hawaii and all of their contact information. Wholesalers want more local products. Most chefs want to use more local products too. The Hawaii Department of Agriculture's Buy Local It Matters campaign has increased awareness of purchasing local products among consumers and buyers. Currently, existing aquaponic farmers can sell everything that they produce. Now, the 2014 inter-island shipping rates are 15 to 20 cents per pound by ocean freight and 60 to $1 per pound by air. Check with shippers for current prices. By the way, shipping salmon from California to Oahu, it only cost 60 to 70 cents per pound in 2014. Now, some wholesalers want to be exclusive. Common staples need to match mainland delivered price. 100 pounds of fish per week is the minimum quantity requirement a fish farmer needs to meet in order to work with some seafood wholesalers. Bigger wholesalers can take 1,000 to 5,000 pounds of fish or more per month. The ideal size of a tilapia to be filleted is 2.5 pounds or more. One needs a commercial kitchen to process a fish. Farmers can't process a fish at home. Commercial kitchens need a HACCP plan to operate. Contact Liz at the Hawaii Department of Agriculture to get wholesale price information for a variety of products. Thanks for watching this movie. It's been funded by the USDA's Agriculture Marketing Services Federal State Marketing Improvement Program and the Hawaii Department of Agriculture. The information in this movie is for the viewer's reference only. The Hawaii Department of Agriculture does not guarantee its full accuracy. A new farmer should do his own due diligence before starting a farm. You know, we really do encourage entrepreneurs and investors to start new farming businesses in Hawaii. So hey, give Liz a call. The number's given on the screen. She will help you out.